Hi everyone, and welcome to this tutorial. In this video, we will walk through how to use the workflow of D5 Lite and D5 Render to complete a mix-used complex project. At the early design stage, architects usually need to test how different materials and environments affect the building. Instead of manually tweaking everything, you can use the AI mode in D5 Lite to quickly explore several design directions. If you are new to D5 Lite, just head over to D5 Launcher and download it from the Workflow section. In SketchUp, launch D5 Lite and enter AI mode. Capture the current view, then choose Architecture, Office, Office Park as the style. Set the structure weight to the creative level. Enter your prompt. Adjust the number of output images in Output Settings. And click Generate. This will give you several reference images with different moods. Save the reference images that work best. They're not just great as internal draft visuals, they'll also come in handy later when you're building out the final scene. Let's adjust a few materials in Light, things like the glass curtain wall, the courtyard ground, and the exterior walls. You can also grab the ceiling light panel material, set it to emissive, and play around with the intensity and color temperature until you get a warm interior glow. Then give the environment lighting a little tweak and you're all set. All of this helps architects get a clearer read on the main design and make smarter decisions. And when you need to add landscape elements or produce more refined visuals, just import your project from D5 Lite into D5 Render. One click does it. The model, materials, and camera views sync automatically, which makes the whole process super smooth. In most cases, the quality of the glass curtain wall really makes or breaks the overall feel of a high-rise commercial building. After tweaking the glass material in Light, you can take it further in D5 Render for a much stronger result. Start by using the Material Picker tool to sample the glass on the main tower, then enable the thickness option that fixes the light bending issue on single-sided surfaces. Bring in a normal map to give the glass some subtle surface texture and tweak its UV scale. Then, bump up the intensity, specular, and opacity just a little. This makes the glass more reflective and less see-through, and this is where the building's material character really starts to shine through. For the wooden deck areas in the plaza, you can use the AI Material Snap feature. Just upload a reference image, select the material you want to copy, and let AI automatically recognize it and generate matching material settings. Then apply it directly to the surface. Super quick, no manual work required. From there, you can continue refining other materials like metal elements, paving, and wall stone to gradually bring up the overall visual quality of the scene. Once the main building is established, the next step is to arrange the landscape for the plaza. Open the Scatter tool in D5, select the ground areas where you want to add planting, and choose suitable trees or shrubs from the asset library. You can tweak the density and size on the fly, so the whole landscape can come together in just a few seconds. For areas that need more control, you can use the Area Divide feature to divide the site into smaller zones. This lets you manage plant types and density more flexibly in different areas. The Edge Divide feature also helps keep planting boundaries neat and clean, while preventing vegetation from spilling into paved areas. If you want to build out a planting scheme even faster, you can also call on AI Agent directly. Pick a planting style preset or enter the site location and planting preferences, and AI agent will automatically generate a plant list and planting scheme. Once the result looks right, click Auto Scatter to distribute the recommended plants across the selected area in one go. Now, take the Path tool and just draw along the plaza's landscape belt to start placing trees. That immediately gives you a natural, enclosed feel around the edges. And here's a nice touch. You can tweak the path randomness so the spacing and how the trees sit feel way more organic and not so cookie cutter. Finally, for the landscape pools scattered around the scene, switch to the brush tool and paint in additional greenery around them. It's a quick way to make each landscape area feel richer and more lively. For key locations such as the entrance and the sunken plaza, you can manually place feature trees like Celtis sinensis, ginkgo, and zelkova. This gives you precise control over position and orientation, helping create visual focal points and a richer spatial hierarchy. At this stage, the scene is mostly complete, but the plaza and surrounding roads still feel a bit empty. So let's add some outdoor furniture, people, vehicles, and other fine details. Start by arranging outdoor furniture in the sunken plaza. Drag in umbrella and seating combos from the asset library, then adjust their position and orientation to create a natural outdoor resting area. Do the same with landscape lights throughout the plaza. They add more detail and atmosphere. D5 Asset Library also provides a variety of character groups. Choose combinations that fit the space and place them around the plaza. Then add some seated characters in the seating areas to make the scene feel active, natural, and full of everyday life. Last step, traffic on the main road. Draw a path along the main street, choose a mix of cars and buses from the asset library, set it to a two-way 6-lane road, and adjust the density and random spacing. And just like that, with a few steps, you've got the traffic flow of a real urban street. Since lighting is what really creates the mood, let's zero in on the shopfront lighting here in the sunken plaza area. Start by placing area lights inside the shop. Put them along the interior side of each storefront, then adjust the brightness and color temperature to create a warm, welcoming atmosphere for the plaza. You can also add a few spotlights to create accent lighting. Next, bring in parallax window assets from the library and place them behind the glass. Adjust their brightness and color temperature settings, and let the parallax effect do its thing to simulate the depth. This way, storefronts feel way richer and more convincing when you're looking from the outside. The final step is to lock in the overall mood and produce the final render. Open AI Atmosphere Match. Upload the reference image you saved earlier in D5 Lite, and AI will automatically match the sky, natural lighting, and color tone based on that image. That means the look and feel you had in mind from the very beginning carries right through to your final scene. And you can always adjust the sky angle or brightness later, so you're still in full control. Once the atmosphere is set, go ahead and choose your camera views for output. When you click Render, do not forget to enable the AI Post channel. After rendering is complete, click the AI Post-Processing option. That applies one more pass of AI enhancement, boosting your materials, sharpening details, and cranking up the realism. Things you used to have to fix by hand in other software, D5 now handles them with a single click. And that wraps it up for this video. From early concept exploration all the way to final output, D5 connects the entire workflow into one smooth, seamless process. So go ahead, open up D5 and give it a try yourself. Thanks for watching.